Hey everybody, Chris here from It's Mead Made, and this video is part 1 of a beginner series where I am going to walk you through how to paint your first 3D print, and the things that you really need to know when first getting started. So, if you have a 3D print sitting on your desk and you've been wanting to paint it, but you're not really sure where to begin, this series is for you. In this first video, I want to help you get set up the right way before we ever touch paint, because a lot of beginner mistakes actually happen before the painting even starts. They happen when picking the model, slicing the model, and figuring out what you actually need. So by the end of this video, you will know what makes a good first model, what high-level slicer choices matter for a painting print, and what basic tools you need to get started. Alright, real quick. Now, if you want just a little bit of extra help with your painting, I put together a color mixing guide for your 3D printed models. It's a beginner-friendly guide that will help you understand color mixing, thinning your paints, and how to get the most out of the paints that you already have. Now, if you want this guide, you can go ahead and get it by the link down below in the description. And if you're also curious about all of the tools and supplies that we're using throughout this entire series, I've got those linked down below as well. Alright, that's pretty much it, so let's go ahead and get back to this video. Before we go any further, I just want to say something that I just truly believe. Painting is a skill. It's not a talent. A lot of people think painting is just something that you naturally have or you don't. And sure, some people will pick up things a little faster than others. But at the end of the day, painting, it's still a skill. And skills take 3 major things. It takes time, practice, and patience. You have to put in the time, you have to practice, and you have to be patient with yourself, because it does not happen overnight. You are going to mess up. You are going to get frustrated, and you are going to have projects that do not turn out the way you hoped. But that does not mean that you cannot do this. It just means you're learning. Over the years, I have helped so many people, and people have told me, Chris, there is no way I could ever paint like that. And then, months later, after they put in the time and practice, they come back to me shocked with what they have been able to create. Some of them have even told me, you were right. I never thought I could be an artist, but I believe I am now. And that is why I always say painting is a skill, not a talent. If you are willing to give it time, practice, and patience, you can grow way more than you think. And that mindset really matters for this series, because I do not want you thinking that your first painted print needs to be perfect. It doesn't. Your first painted print is all about learning the process, building confidence, and getting started. So let's begin with choosing the right model. If you're brand new to painting 3D prints, simpler is better. Try picking a model that is easy to understand, easy to reach with a paintbrush, and not full of tiny little fragile details. Chibi characters, cartoon models, and simple busts are great options. What you want to avoid for your very first project is something super tiny, overly detailed, and difficult to clean up and hold while painting. Your first model should help you learn, not fight you the whole way through. You also want to find a model that is easy to read. Bigger shapes, clearer edges, and raised surfaces honestly tend to be much more beginner friendly than a model that is packed with all of these tiny intricate details. Now for this series, I wanted to make it easy for you to follow along if you wanted to. So I'm going to be using this Mario model through the entire series. If you want to paint the same thing with me, I'll have a link down below so you can download it. But if you want to use another model, that's totally fine too. Now, once you have your model, the next thing to think about is how you're going to slice it. If a model is going to be painted and displayed, you want to think of it a little differently than you would if you were just doing a quick 3D print or even a functional part. The first thing is to consider your orientation. Ask yourself, where are people going to look at this first? And usually, it's at the front or the face of a model that's mainly visible. So, when possible, you want to orient the model so you can have those important areas become as clean as possible. The next thing you want to think about is the support placement. Supports are sometimes necessary, but they also leave marks and rough areas that you're going to have to clean up later. It is a lot easier to clean up the back of a model than the front face of a model. And then there is print quality. Now, if this is a model that you want to paint and display, this is usually not the time to chase the fastest print possible. Faster prints usually mean more visible layer lines and more cleanup later. That does not mean that every painted model needs extreme settings, but it does mean a little more care up front can save you a lot of time later. And honestly, that is really the big idea when it comes to slicing for painting. You choose when the work happens. Either the printer does a little more work up front and it takes longer, or you do more cleanup afterwards after the print is done. You may also want to think about whether the model should be printed as one piece or in multiple parts. Sometimes separating parts are easier to orient, easier to clean up, and easier to paint. Other times, one piece makes so much more sense. It just depends on the model. Now for this Mario model, I have scaled it up 200% so it'll be easier to paint. And I'm separating Mario from the base when I slice it. All I'm doing is using the slice feature to cut him off of the base, and I'm using a dowel connection so I can glue him back on later. Now, when I do that, I want to make sure that the dowel is as big as possible because all of that weight is going to rely on that little connection point once everything is put back together. I'm also thinking about the weight of each piece when I slice it too. For the base, I'm going to be using a thicker, denser infill, about 20% infill. That gives me a heavier base, which is going to help me with a finished model. Now, for Mario himself, I'm going to make him lighter and having the infill around 8%. That way, I'm putting a little less weight on that glued joint later. So even with something as simple as separating the model from the base, I'm still thinking ahead to that final painted piece, how it will go together, and how strong that connection will need to be. Now once you have your model picked out and printed and ready to go, what tools are you going to actually need? And the good news is, not a whole lot. Now you do not need every single paintbrush, every single paint, every single hobby tool on the market to paint your very first 3D print. You only need some of the basics. You want to get a couple cleanup tools like some small pliers, some cutters, a hobby knife, and even some sandpaper to help smooth some of those rough areas that are going to happen. If your model has some seams or rough spots, you also are going to need some filler for filling in those gaps. And if your model is going to be printed in parts, like ours, you're going to need some super glue, which is super useful for some assembly. For paint, simple acrylic paints are great to start. You do not need a huge collection. A few core colors are enough in the beginning. You will also want a few brushes. Just a couple of basic brushes for normal painting and detail work are plenty to start out with. And if you're wanting to do some dry brushing later on, a soft brush or even a cheap makeup brush can work really well. And you'll also need some primer. because primer helps paint stick better and gives you a more even starting surface. And we'll talk more about that in a future video. But for now, just know it's a step that you do not want to skip. And then beyond that, a simple water cup, some paper towels, and something to use as a palette will take you a long way. The biggest thing I want to say here is do not overbuy in the beginning. It's really easy to watch painting videos and feel like you need to get the whole studio set up before you even begin. Do not do this. Start simple. Learn the process. Let your tools grow with your skills. Because painting your first 3D print is not about having a perfect setup. It's about getting started. So, to begin, this is all you're going to need. To bring it all together, here is what I want you to remember. Pick a beginner-friendly model. Think about the final look when you slice it. Pay attention to orientation, support placement, and quality. Get a few basic tools. And most importantly, remember, painting is a skill. It's not a talent. That is the foundation for this entire series. Now in the next video, we are going to prep this Mario model for paint. We'll talk about support removal, basic cleanup, sanding, and getting the prints ready for primer. And that's pretty much it. As always, I wish you a great day, and I'll go ahead and see you in this next video right here.